Oh, we're back here playing Jamestown again.
Oh boy, I don't know if everyone's ready for another 15 minutes of this full-on, exciting, non-stop action.
Well, hang on a second.
Go on.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I agree. I don't know if anyone is ready for this, including me actually. But here we go.
So at the end of last time, I want
Yeah.
to pick up the thread from our other conversation.
Yeah, what
You
were we
are-
talking about so long ago?
You were in your garage.
Oh, that's
Garage.
right. The garage conversation. Yes, I'm
I mean,
still in my garage because
Is it?
for everyone else, it's like 2 days ago or a day ago. For us, literally 10 seconds ago.
Is there a thin layer of grime covering all surfaces?
No,
in your garage.
there isn't.
Kind of.
Because guess what? I had some renovations done because I knew I'd be spending a lot of time in here. So I got some heat put in. I got some new walls. I ordered like some acoustic tiles to eliminate like the echo and the reverb around the room and stuff. I've got some furniture in here.
Oh my god! So is it now like a room out of like Portal 2 kind of thing?
Well, it's not as... No, I mean, you know what it kind of looks like? Have you ever been to the Maker offices in LA?
All the wood-paneled.
Yeah, you know how it looks like an old like airplane hangar? Like they just haven't bothered to like really decorate it, but that's sort of like part of the charm.
Okay.
Mine looks like an old garage that nobody's bothered to redecorate. But it's like a modern office at the same time, and that's part of the charm.
Oh, it's upcycled.
It's
like
upcycled.
whatever.
that's right.
It's like
yeah.
Retro.
It's like yeah. It's
concrete
like,
floor,
hey, how
but
cool
that's
would it be
cool.
to work in a garage, but not do things that you would normally do in a garage, like
It's got
work on a car or
exposed-
whatever.
exposed beams.
It's got
that right?
exposed beams. It's got
Yeah.
brick walls, and when I say brick, I mean just like big bits of concrete. You know, like the old, like how they used to build stuff in the 70s. You know?
Yeah. So they had like I could even
like
literally
cinder
imagine
block
building
style?
it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it's like, and it's pretty cool actually. I like it. I feel like a man when I'm out here. Like it smells a bit like gasoline in here, and you know.
Does it
it's like
feel
a-
safe? Does
it
it feel like a
feels-
strong wind will just blow it all over and
No,
crush you?
no, nothing like that. It feels safe, feels secure. I mean, occasionally I can hear like a really big truck driving by, but not that often. Like it's not too bad. And like I don't know if it's gonna get in on a recording, but if you ever hear like a really loud truck randomly, it's like you guys with the seagulls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have
your
do you-
thing is seagulls? My thing is heavy traffic.
Do you? Is there a large garage door still?
No.
No.
So the garage door was taken out. See, the problem is the garage door was like really old too, right? It was like, well, remember, it's one
Yeah,
of
it
those
looked-
ones that like slid
yeah.
along, like to the side instead of
Yeah.
like popping up. Like it was really
That's
old.
right. It was very
So
strange.
we took that out and threw it out. I wanted to give it
Wait.
to a museum, but I don't think any museums were having any of that. Oh shit!
It really was
So-
from the 70s, wasn't it?
It really was, yeah. But it hadn't been touched, but it was fine. So so now there's no garage door. We built a wall there with just a normal door. God, this is intense as shit. And it's all good now. It's ready to go. It's ready to rock and roll. And every day I'm in here rocking and rolling as well. And it's nice. And I like it.
Did we ever talk about that story that you told me when I came over about one of the first things you did when you moved into your house, sorting out the underlying problem in the piping?
Oh,
around
the shit
side.
pipe. I'm sure I've talked about this at length. Yeah, the shit pipe. I tell you what, I still maintain that was one of the most satisfying things I've ever done in my life. No, seriously. When you've got a big pipe that's just been blocked for what seemed to be maybe 3-4 years with all manner of shit, and you clear that sucker, holy crap. It really
you know what
opens
it
your
was
eyes
like?
to how great life can be.
I think the thing is, it was one of these things where you bought a house, right, that felt like it was a little bit run down. Okay,
Yeah.
for example, So, for example, maybe it's like let's just use an example. The house was like it had a bit of a persistent cough, or like its pipes were a bit blocked up. It just wasn't very healthy. Okay, so for example, you would occasionally you wouldn't it would be slow to drain stuff maybe down the plug hole, and sometimes
Do you ever get that? Do you have like a sink or anything at home that just drains slowly?
It's a thing in the office, right? There's a problem with one of the sinks in the office. Has like a bad smell, and it's like you could never fix it. It's just it's always there. And so this is what happens. This house has been there since
for you
the
guys.
70s.
It's Tom. It stinks. Can't fix it.
We can never fix it. We can never change it. As much as we can buy him all the toiletries we want, and it won't make any difference.
Right.
And so what you did was you went in there with and you and your dad. No, your dad-in-law.
My dad-in-law. Yeah, that's right. He came over because my father-in-law is the kind of guy who has worked very hard his whole life, and there's no fucking way he's gonna phone somebody in to fix a problem.
He's one of the older generation of men.
Yeah. Which is commendable. I mean, I like that actually, because occasionally when we do fix stuff, it's pretty satisfying. Because you're like, oh, fuck you, Dino Rod, or whoever I would have had to fucking call in to clear out this pipe. We did it ourselves. All we had to do was break a broom handle off and get in there, nitty gritty, push the shit out of the pipe and stuff. It worked out fine. I mean,
so this
I
pipe
think
was
the contamination was something else, though. I mean, I have like an extra dick now, but overall, it was pretty good.
I was told not to go round the side of your house because it was termed Shit Alley.
It was a little bit shitty down that side of the house, yeah. Well,
is it better now there?
It's better now, yeah. I think there's been enough natural rainfalls and stuff to sort of dilute what was happening down there. But yeah, it was pretty bad because the whole thing was like backed up for years, right? So it was spilling out a little tiny bit. And I don't know how much shit there is back down there, and I don't even really want to know. So I made the executive decision as the man of the house to not let anyone go down the side of the house for a couple of months at least, until, things just sorted themselves out. And I think that was a pretty good move, because, the last thing you want is your family members getting like some sort of weird leprosy or, vomiting and diarrhea and stuff like that. We don't want any of that around here. So you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, that makes sense. But that alley feels like it's that side of the house that you don't need to go to, anyway.
Yeah, you don't really need to go. It's true.
You just, I don't know if anyone's lived in a detached house, but there's two sides, and one of them you just never use. You always go around one side. At least I used to when I lived at home.
The side that's not used is normally the side that's like, in our case, it's just there's nothing there. There's just the sewer pipe underneath some gravel and a fence. So if you wanted to, you can maybe store your bikes down there, but I don't think anyone wants to store their bikes down there after what's happened. So
no,
and I don't blame them either. I mean,
the thing is, I imagine that what the picture is that I have in my head is you and your very heavily tanned and stocky dad-in-law who has a kind of bizarre accent.
Oh, yeah.
It's because he comes from. It's like the bizarre French-German Jersey accent. It's kind of such a strange blend.
He's very old school. He's a
very jolly man.
Yeah.
When I met him, he sort of clapped me on the shoulder and said, "Have a sausage with me." Because he was very keen to eat some non-vegetarian food.
Instantly obliged as well.
I was like, sure.
You're like, can you hand feed me?
It was very polite, wasn't it?
It was. He's a very sociable, jolly man, isn't he? He's very nice.
And I can imagine you and him with your shirts rolled up, to the arms.
Yeah, flannel shirts.
Wearing sort of shorts and some dirty shoes. Just standing there over a hole in the ground, overlooking.
With a big satisfied grin on our face because we managed to clear that shit out of that pipe.
Like solidly blocking up the sewer pipe. I can imagine the two of you just with your hands on your hips, just like looking down into the hole. Going,
We couldn't figure it out for a while though, because we were like, oh shit, the pipe must like curve or whatever. Like we could not figure it out because it was so blocked up. Like, you know, we were just stabbing in the dark, literally stabbing in the dark, because we had to actually stab like this broomstick down into this fucking mess of shit. But then when it finally gave, holy crap, it was just like, it made like this suction sound and like all the shit just started traveling very fast. It was incredible, I'm telling you. Next time it happens, we'll get you out here, okay? And you'll just be like, whoa, shit, thanks for getting me out here. I didn't want to miss
I'm looking
this.
forward to this kind of thing in my real life, buying a 30-year-old house.
Yeah.
And then unsucking the
Unsucking the shit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. What?
Fuck,
I mean,
I'm
that
nailing
story
this.
is gonna stick with me forever. It's an epic tale of
It was a really good one. I probably could have done it better had I not been concentrating on Jamestown in the background. But anyway, I would like you to know, Lewis, I just defeated the first level on the difficulty setting difficult,
okay.
which has meant that I've unlocked some new levels. I have to go back through my previous progress and do it on a more difficult level so that I can progress. What do you think of that?
Okay. Well, congrats
Thanks, man.
on your achievement.
Thanks, man.
Man, it's going well.
It's going pretty well, actually, yeah. All right, well, that was a nice conversation about a shit pipe. I mean, it was probably a better conversation than last time when all we did was talk about David Bowie dying, which was kind of depressing, actually.
I think that you people need to know the scenery and the setting that you are in right now, so that they can really get an understanding.
I'll try to find a picture of me
things
sitting
are.
in my garage to include when I edit these videos.
Are you gonna make an effort to actually do exercise or go out and do anything?
No,
because the problem,
the thing is, Lewis, I never made an effort before, so why would I change that?
Well, no, but that's not true because you walked in, didn't you, to your office?
True, yeah. No,
Every
I
day.
mean, I'll still walk in. I mean, it's still nice to like walk into town and stuff. Like it's, you know, that's something I would probably do anyway. But I mean, recently the weather has just been fucking awful, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to walk anywhere in a hurricane. So I tend to just like stay home a lot. But when the weather improves, I'll definitely exercise and walk and stuff.
Well, I don't know if you will, though. That's the thing. I reckon that what's going to happen is next time I'm going to come over there, you'll be just a gigantic round blob. Well, actually, no. Do you know what you're not going to be? Because you're a vegetarian, so you can't get fat.
Welcome to Jersey.
Yeah, but it's a thing that happens, you know, when you work at home. It's one of the dangers. And so, because when Terps had his baby, or when his wife had his baby, I guess, he got very heavy over the course of about a month or two.
Yeah.
He put on like 2 or 3 stone, and that was when it was heavy Terps. You can see some stuff. You can tell.
Comfort eating, though, eh? You do it a lot.
He just wasn't paying attention. He wasn't getting much exercise. He was eating like a packet of hobnobs a day. It was bad.
Whoa.
And then when he started coming back in, because the walk to our office is about 25 minutes, half an hour for him. So doing that every day.
I thought he had to drive in. I thought he was really far out.
No, he walks. And so that walking every day really made a big difference to his weight and his amount of exercise he was doing.
Yeah.
Even just so, because he was doing like an hour of walking a day. That's, you know, it's
pretty
good
good
for you.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
substantial.
were doing probably like half an hour or more of walking a day.
Yeah.
So you're going to miss that.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
you're gonna,
well,
you,
I'm
you
not
need to
actually
keep your
going
ripped,
to. I think my body will
muscly-
miss it. My mind is not going to miss that.
Well, your body will miss it, but at the same time, your mind will miss it because your mind and body are linked together very closely, and when you do exercise, it makes you a lot happier.
My mind and my body are at complete odds with each other. They're not linked at all. They hate
I'm
each
worried
other.
that you're going to get unhappy if you don't do any exercise. That's all, because that's a very common thing.
No, come on, me. I'm like the happiest guy you've ever met.
Well, that's because you did a lot of exercise.
Kill me.
I'm worried. I'm serious. I'm worried about you. I just
No,
I
don't.
care.
Come on.
I care.
Well, let's
No, I'm
see
just
how it
wondering
all
if you
pans
need to take
out
up a
before
hobby.
you start to worry.
A hobbying. Take up like a hobby, like trampolining or something.
Oh
or
yeah,
like,
well I've got a trampoline. I could always
have you?
Oh
Yeah, of
well,
course you
yeah.
have.
I think
It's
my
like a
son
kid's
might
trampoline,
be
though.
like a little bit mad that I'm on his trampoline all the time. because it's like a kid's trampoline. But well, we can convince him anyway.
Just
All right.
say it's for Daddy's health.
For Daddy's health. For your
You don't
health.
want Daddy to go the way of David Bowie, do you?
We don't want Daddy to. No, we don't actually. Well, I mean, career-wise, yeah, but maybe not health-wise. Fuck, this is really hard, actually. All right. Well,
Right.
anyway, bye.
Bye.